Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Welcome back to Mastodon Comics and Music. Today is episode 4 of Marvel Graphic Novel Reviews of Season 2. Number 14, Swords of Swashbucklers. This was created by Bill Mantlo and Jackson Juice. Bill Mantlo you would recognize as the creator of Rocket Raccoon. This came out in October or late of 1984. And this graphic novel was a the starting point for the series. It was kicking this series off. This was kind of like the New Mutants graphic novel. This is your introduction to these characters, and it spun off into a 12-issue series, we'll say maxi series, at Epic Comics. As a lot of these did, they went to the Epic Comics imprint, more adult oriented imprint. And this series, as denotes, it's a swashbuckling tale. This was a lot of fun to read. I like swashbuckling tales, like the old pirate movies, like Captain Blood and the Seahawks and so forth. I always liked those old sword fighting and swashbuckling movies, and this was a lot of fun. The story follows the Drake family, the young girl Domino, and her mom and dad, and they are lighthouse keepers. The mom, who in passing mentions that she is a descendant of pirates, essentially her great grandmother was a pirate queen, and this follows a little bit of their story and into the story of Raider, who is a space pirate in an alternate dimension. That this dimension is inhabited by a group who controls this dimension called the Colonizers. Suspiciously look a little bit like the Cylons from Battlestar Galactica, but I'm sure that they are beings just in armor. The story follows Domino to begin with, the young girl, and she is, we'll say, forced into a coma after touching a beacon that is on the shoreline near the lighthouse that her parents keep. She's placed into this coma, and at first I was under the impression that the pirate tale of the side of this story was her dreaming, but I was not. I was surprised at the end, towards the end of the book, when that is not the case. When it shifts to the story, the part of the story involving Raider, we find her to be the captain and leader of a ragtag group of alien pirates called the Swashbucklers, and they pilot a ship that looks just like a pirate ship from our times, but they sail on the solar winds through space. is called The Star Streamer. As I said, their story takes place in an alternate dimension, and they follow the colonizers to what is called the Cloud Wall. And the Cloud Wall is the barrier between dimensions, and many have attempted to go through this cloud wall to see what's on the other side and have failed. Raider's mother is actually from the other side of this barrier, and she is kidnapped when she's younger, or her and her pirate crew are kidnapped from Earth and by the colonizers. And that part of the story is kind of vague, but I'm assuming that her and her crew, Bonnie Blackthorn, escape somehow and build a pirate domain at a place called Haven. It's their safe haven, kind of like in Pirates of the Caribbean with the likes of Tortuga and so forth. At the risk of spoiling, I'm going to stop talking about the book there. The art, Jackson Juice has always had a great art style. The large splash panels are excellent. I will have a link in the description below, not just for the page on the series, the graphic novel, and the 12-issue series from Epic Comics. And this was collected into a full compendium or collection from Dynamite Studios that collects the graphic novel and the 12-issue series. And I have a link in there, so they have full panels so that you can look at those as well. That's it for this episode of Marvel Graphic Novel Reviews. I gave this an 8.5 out of 10. Great story, great art, definitely worth checking out. Definitely worth looking at the 12-issue series, which I do not. I think I have one issue from that. That's the first issue. And at the end, they kind of let you on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So, great story, great art. Definitely check it out. And we'll see you on the next episode. In the meantime, keep collecting, keep reading, and keep sharing.